kids, it's time. It's time for a funky show. Are you kids ready to watch the funkiest, freshest, most hippest show that the internet has ever had to provide to you, my special friends? Well, today on this show, I wanted to, oh man, what time is it? Look up the big board, kids. Look up the big board. Today, kids, we're gonna talk. Oh, what does it say up there? It says graffiti. Is graffiti art? You know, kids, you wander around the city, you wander around the world, and you see people, they spray paint, or they write, they use markers, and they leave marks all over the city, children. It's something all fucking animals and people do. Not all people, but some, enough people do it. A lot of young people. It's a lot of young people who are doing it, some older people. Graffiti's a weird thing, kids. I don't know. How do you feel about graffiti? You know, it's a crime. I don't. This is my special fun time, smile time show. And here on the Uncle fucking slashing against the wind show, Uncle Slash, call me Uncle Thermos McBob. Anyways, we don't advocate any kind of crimes on this show, man. I'm anti-crime. I see somebody committing a crime and I'm like, hey, stop that. Fucking go get Spider-Man and stop that guy. Except I guess Spider-Man's kind of a criminal too, so don't get Spider-Man unless you're getting him to arrest him. That's it's a complicated world out there, kids. There's all sorts of things. What makes something art and what makes something fucking vandalism? Permission, I guess. Did somebody give you permission to write on that wall, or did you just decide that you're gonna write on that wall? And what did you decide to write? Are they okay with it? Like I'm trying to run a business here, and you wrote, man, fuck your business across the front window of my store. And that's no good, man. That's no good. Some vandalism, some graffiti. It's just people who are being mad and sad and angst-ridden and fucking intense, and they're just using it to speak out, to slash out at the world. You try to read that graffiti, it doesn't mean anything. And other times it does. Other times, man, people, they'll write whole slogans, man. I've read stuff like I don't know, man, who washes the washman, and fucking all cops smell like dog poop. That's what they say. I'm not saying it's true. I'm just saying I've read that stuff. People are saying all kinds of shit, man. Fucking, I don't know. Maybe somebody was saying something. Anyways, the point is in some regards, graffiti is a way that it gives power to the powerless. Not everybody has access to a printing press. Not everybody has a budget that they can take out a fucking billboard. Though I think it's cheaper than people realize. I could get myself a billboard. I've been thinking about that, man. I would fucking spend $1,000 and get myself a billboard that's got my name on it, and it would say, hey, watch the Uncle fucking whatever the fuck show it is, except it wouldn't have swearing on it. It would say, hey, watch the wholesome Uncle Learning Stuff show, so you can get some learning from your good buddy old Uncle Stuff and Stuff. And you can find it online at places on the internet using your computer and your phone. That's what my billboard would say, kids. It wouldn't be graffiti. I could graffiti, but then it would be tracked back to me. If I went to some fucking church or a school or in the middle of the road, I could write in the middle of the road, and I wrote fucking, hey, everybody watch the fucking Uncle fucking Big Nose Toad show, and I could write it there, but then people would know it was me. They'd be like, hey, the cops, they come to my door, and they'd be like, hey, you can't just fucking do shit like that, you big fucking phony magoo, you big fucking phony baloney. We're gonna take you to jail, and we're gonna beat you up, because that's what we do to fucking scumbags like you big fucking fraud. That's what they'd say to me. So remember that when you got your spray paint and you got your marker and you're thinking about making your mark on the world and fucking leaving a trail so that everybody can see who you were and see how great you are. Just remember that they'll fucking come to your home and they'll kick down your door and they'll drag you away in chains and they'll fucking make false charges. They fucking, man, like I don't mean to fucking get off base here and talk about real shit, but fucking like I seen there be people fucking doing graffiti, and the fucking cops they wanna make it seem like there's a fucking riot going on. So they're like, whoa man, people are fucking they're trying to destroy private property or a government property. property. And it's like, no, they spray painted the word bumhole on it. And now you're fucking trying to make it sound like they were carrying sticks of dynamite so that you can justify your fucking budget and the fact that you want to go club a bunch of innocent people because you don't politically agree with them. And that's just how the fucking world works sometimes. So again, you got to be careful with your fucking graffitiing. These motherfuckers aren't going to fucking try to invent a bunch of causes and be like, oh, I saw that graffiti. I thought it was a weapon, so I shot that person fucking dead. Don't be that fucking person, man. They're looking for any fucking excuse in the world to do it. So be crafty, be careful. Don't fucking, hey, remember this show doesn't advocate crimes of any sort, but it does ask the question of when does graffiti become art? You know, when I look at graffiti all the time, I'm like, wow, man, like that's beautiful. The way that those colors and shapes are interacting with the space, and sometimes with the message that is put along with it. Sometimes it's just somebody's name or their ego, and other times it's something more important. Sometimes it's something beautiful. Sometimes it's a flower or a picture or something. I guess a flower is a picture of a flower, but you kids know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? Like you can spray paint words, you can spray paint images, you can spray paint surreal fucking things, and some of those things, you know, they become famous. We remember them for all time, man. My fucking hero was a graffiti group called the King Mob group, and they'd go around fucking London spray painting stuff on the subways and shit like that. So I mean, you know, and then what there's that guy, what's his fucking Banksy. I don't really get what his deal is, but people fucking love him. And then fucking, you know, you play, what is that? You play some Jet Set Radio Future, and then you fucking like run all over the place fucking spray painting stuff with your spray paint, and it says fucking spray painting is a crime, and this game does not advocate fucking going out and spray painting stuff. So don't fucking break the law, or else we're gonna get sued, and you don't want us to get sued because we're your friendly neighborhood video game company. So fucking be nice to us. So I mean, it's tough, man. It's tough. It's tough to know when to draw the line. I want to support people. I want to be cool. I fucking have been in the position where I've fucking helped run businesses where if somebody comes along and fucking graffiti something on your window or shit like that, it makes you fucking look terrible. It makes you look like a fucking goober. It costs so much money to change and fix that stuff. And the people who do it, they don't go fucking care, man. They don't fucking care what you do, what you change, what you try to be, all the aspirational goals that you have for your business to attract people in and make them love you and think that you're a really cool person. So, you know, I mean, I'm trying to run everybody's just trying to stay alive, kids. Everybody's just trying to stay alive and be cool and be fucking functional. You know, are you functional, kids? Am I functional? I'm a functional fucking. What was anybody saying? What were we talking about here, kids? Today on this episode, man. Art. What is art? What do you think is art? What do you classify as art? When you look at the mirror, when you create something with your own two hands, kids, do you ever make art? Do you make little sculptures? Do you make little paintings? Do you make finger puppet cartoons for yourself? You could do all of those things, and you could do more, kids. Art is whatever you know. It's all in the eye of the beholder. It's fucking, you don't know. Is crime an art? If something is art, does that make it not a crime? Well, I don't think that's true. You could fucking murder a person very artfully, but they're still murdered. And I don't know, kids. Maybe you shouldn't just go around fucking just writing your name on people's walls like you're pissing in the snow. But you know, like if there's some wall and nobody's doing nothing with it, then what's the fucking problem, man? Like fucking put your mark on it. Lots of people fucking do stuff like that. I'm not saying you should. I'm saying hypothetically. I'm saying that in theory some people do that, and there's a lot of ways. You know, everybody's gonna have to come to their own conclusions on how they're gonna feel about those kind of perceptions, kids. I'm Uncle fucking futuristic vision man, and I'm here to tell you some cool stories about things to think about, kids. And this has been another fun episode of the Uncle fucking Dreamy Time show. So thank you so much for listening, kids. I hope you all fucking tell your friends and your neighbors about this show, and you share and like and subscribe it, because it's a fucking YouTube video and you can do all sorts of stuff like that. You can tell a friend, you can leave a remark. You can argue in the comments and see who fucking gives a fuck about that. The point is, kids, what do you think is art? What do you think is graffiti? What do you want to do with your fucking lives? What do you think I should grow a beard? Would that look cool? Well, let's leave a remark and we'll talk about it more next week. Kids, you've been fucking wonderful and I've been me. And if the show is done, I'm gonna go home. Are we done? All right, I'm gonna go home.
Okay, that's all she wrote.